It's coming up 60 minutes past 8.
The age at which women can claim their state pension is going up, and campaigners say they haven't been given enough time to prepare for it. The issue is being raised in Parliament today by Baroness Joan Bakewell.
Well, the changes were first announced back in 1995, and the government at the time says it wanted to raise the women's pensions age to 65, equal with men, by the year 2020.
In 2011, the coalition altered that. It said it would bring in the change by 2018.
Well, 500,000 women are estimated to be affected by that. Campaigners say some of them will have their pension age pushed back by up to 6 years.
Well, the Labour peer Baroness Joan Bakewell will be raising the issue in the Lords. She joins us from Westminster now, and with us in the studio is campaigner Anne Keane. Morning to you both. Thanks very much indeed for joining us. Joan Bakewell, if I could just ask you, you don't disagree that at some point this should be at the same age, men and women?
Absolutely no question that there should be equal retirement age, but the transitional process of getting there has been a complete mess. We need to have women and men treated equally. It's a matter of equality, but in serving that equality, it has propagated great inequality. So women in their 50s have been hugely disadvantaged, and they don't like it.
Well, Anne, you were expecting to get your pension at the age of 60, then you put it back. How much change, how much warning did you get of the change?
Well, 13 months. I was due to retire in 2013. I received a letter from the DWP, the very first notification I've ever received about my state pension age, in May 2012. And it was just such a shock, because I'd planned and expected to receive my pension when I was 60. Nobody told me otherwise.
Yeah, so that makes a big difference to the way you plan your life financially, and to a lot of people, the way they can live.
Exactly. Well, there's no peace of mind now from in terms of financial security. As I say, it's been drummed into us all of our working lives. I started work when I was 15. So for 40 odd years, I've planned to retire at 60, bearing in mind I was going to receive my state pension. But that was snatched away from under my feet, like 500,000 other women out there. So there's no financial security at all for women.
Joan Bakewell, let's just pick up some of those points. You talk about women, particularly in their 50s, being disadvantaged. There has been notice given. So what is the problem with people in their 50s then?
No, all the reports that have gone on since, and even Stephen Webb, the minister who was involved, has said it was badly done. Women were not notified in good time. Some of them were told at the age of 58 that they wouldn't be retiring at 60, but only at 65. Now, that's only 2 years in which to make financial arrangements, change your life, plan ahead, and they're not able to do that. Now, that is outrageous, because it's totally unfair and unequal. They need to have compensation for the loss that's been made over those years, but also the system needs to be sorted. It won't do to have equality for men and women at the advantage of a particular cohort of 500,000 women. Those women need to be compensated. It's a transitional thing. It's a limited number of women for a short period of time. The government should answer it.
Okay, Anne Keane, you are co-founder of a group called Women Against State Pension Inequality. That's for right, women who are in your sort of situation. How badly have some of these 500,000 women been affected in terms of their standards of living?
Oh, well, you wouldn't believe the stories we're hearing from women firsthand. Some women now are having to endure the indignity of having to sign on, and they're in receipt of benefits, JSA and ESA payments. Now, that's the only source of income. So not only have they been humiliated, women in the early 60s have worked all their lives. Some may have taken voluntary redundancy based on the fact they were going to receive the state pension, and they've not. And they're also being forced to, on these work experience programmes. Several women were in close contact with them. They're having to borrow bus fares. The neighbours are giving them food, and I can actually say, hand on heart, there are many women out there who are actually suicidal. And the despair, the devastation and distress the changes have caused are unbelievable.
Baroness Bakewell was talking about compensation for these women. What sort of compensation payment do you think would be fair?
Well, basically, we're at the WASPI are asking for fair transitional arrangements for women born on or after the 6th of April 1951. And what we're saying to the government is, you have a moral obligation to actually put us women in those cohort of women in the same financial situation we would have been if we'd have been born on or before the 5th of April 1950. It's our entitlement. We're not asking for a handout, we're asking for what is rightfully ours.
I'm Dame Jo Bakewell, and I'm sure you're aware the Department of Work and Pensions saying that those affected and the women that you're talking about will reach state pension age after the introduction of the new state pension, which will be more generous for many women and other groups who've historically done poorly. So does that not in some ways ameliorate the situation?
No, it confuses the issue. I mean, they're trying to make up as they go along for the injustice that has been done in the past. And women have lost out quite considerably and are losing out even at this moment. I mean, I heard from someone who expected to retire last March and has been told that she won't be getting her pension till to 2019, and she's been declared redundant. She has no pay, she has no pension. What is she to do? The suffering is going on now, and I hear it from many sides. So this is a matter of redress of something in the past which whatever is going to happen in the future won't compensate for.
Dame Jo Bakewell, thank you very much indeed for your time, and Keane, thank you as well.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
22